unmute everybody this time. That way we don't have any issues of, hey, we recorded half the session with nobody being able to be heard. Alright. That being said though, previously on our adventure, so you guys arrived at the city of Ka Maluhia, leapt into action to assist the Open Tree Tavern owner Kommena, whose daughters have gone missing. You guys went to the Dirtcross Domain warehouse district, took care of some individuals who you had believed to be smuggling or kidnapping and smuggling these children, and or their kids, anyways, not necessarily children. And as you gathered a number of materials, you guys split up to divide and conquer on a few different quick missions. Um, a few of you took Nathan's body so that Nathan could be resurrected, in which you made a deal to help some druids in a month's time. Um, William, you went off to the docks and arranged a transportation with the captain. And Azan, you went and confessed murder to the guards. You all ended up meeting back at the docks, ready to go with the captain, and the captain took you to a seaport jail. Oh boy. As you went ahead and had a little discussion with the guards with your fists and words that you were not to be kept here, you quickly made a number of individuals unconscious, searched the place, found other prisoners who mostly you let loose, and you looted their rooms. Sorry, you looted the armory, taking quite a number of armaments, and you searched through a storage room where you uh, gathered a number of interesting little tidbits, but you also found a ship in a bottle. And upon the inspection of the bottle by our wonderful Nathan, you found out that it was a ship in a bottle. A magical item that, when thrown in water, makes the ship become full size. And as you were fleeing from um, the warden, you guys ended up paralyzing him, getting to the ship, and setting sail, along with 3 new travel companions. Let me see here. Did I? No, I did not. Should have kept them. Did I? No, I did not. Alright. So, I will have to remember who they were. Do I still have that scene? Oh, yes. Ah, here we go. I do have the scene. Perfect. Alright. On your ship, you guys are making way towards Mallhaven, the city in the Dirtcross Domain district, or Dirtcross Domain nation. And it looks like you had a kobold with you, a goblin, who apparently has a tendency to play with fire, and a catfolk individual. Alright, let me see here. Alright, as you guys are all aboard your ship, let me go ahead and bring you over to this little scene. I'll go from there. Alright. The unfortunate thing about being on a ship is apparently Nathan is a little seasick today. So. But As you guys are all able
See,
to explore your ship, you find there is the deck, and then there is a little manhole that with a set of stairs that takes you down below. It is not a very big or luxurious ship, but it is a ship that will do. Oh, let me unpause it so you guys can move about. There are no walls, so you can magically teleport yourself to the bottom of the ship if you need to.
it's tight.
Is there anything useful in the bottom of the ship?
There are a few cots, but that's about it.
Cool.
Does the ship have a name?
It does not have a name.
Ooh.
I think it behooves you to name it, sir.
The bottom of the barrel.
The goblin speaks up. Shouldn't it be the bottom of the bottle?
It could be. I was just spitballing.
Besides, what are our orders?
I look tentatively at my party member and be like, how much do we know about ship working?
Question. Skills help us with that.
Um, well, William probably can help with his traveler lore. Um, oh, you're just gonna kill everybody. Okay, that works for me too.
Nope.
But you guys could always kind of talk with the individuals you guys recruited and figure out what their stories are too.
I think at the very least I have their like names and alleged crimes recorded. How much of a cruise, like time-wise, are we looking at here before we reach Mallhaven, hypothetically?
Mallhaven would be about a 7-day ship ride.
And we've firmly established there's just no way we're catching up to the snake at this point, right?
At this point, that is correct.
Mancini's gonna turn to everyone and say, "Well, we'd better settle in. We're gonna have a bit of a journey. So, how did you wind up on a ship with a bunch of misfits? Straight from a seafaring prison? That was interesting." And he's just gonna address like the three new crew members that we've picked up.
Well, your friend down here with the sword was nice enough to let us out.
Has anyone else been on a has anyone been on a boat before?
Uh,
Anyone know what we're doing?
Two of them raise their hands, and the col and then the kobold kind of shakes his hand. Yeah, I've been on one a little bit.
All right. So because Mancini's a thaumaturge, he's got esoteric lore. Could we say that this is plausibly one of the things that he may have just picked up?
I feel like there's something with esoteric lore. Let's see here. Esoteric lore.
gives you knowledge of just about everything. Just
Right.
take a minute to check.
Alright. Yeah, you can make an your your experience with the unknown as well as the tales you've exchanged with them.
You know, it says regarding haunts, curses, and creatures of any type,
Yeah.
but I can't do. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem
That's the
so
same thing
much.
for esoteric.
That's exactly what it says for esoteric.
So, would now be a good time for me to roll my traveler's lore and get a
Yeah.
handle on exactly how proficient I am?
Yep. That would be a great time.
William knowing things. What is this?
I'm just going to reveal that to everyone, so no one questions why I add another hero point.
Yeah.
You know some shit.
So I'm assuming I know stuff, so I'll just casually be like, well, I'm no master shipwright or navigator, but I've been on a couple and I've had to work to travel before.
The catfolk individual. Oh, let me get some names on these guys real quick because you know that sounds better than this catfolk person. Let's see here.
So we got Puss in Boots,
We're gonna go with Masumi. Alright. Update that and we're gonna update this one. I wish I knew how to make them friendly. Because right now, oh, there we go. There we are. Alright. Delete you and put Masumi down there. Yep, perfect. We have our goblin. Let's see here. Our goblin fellow here is going to be Clot. And our kobold. Our kobold will be Gork.
So Masumi, Blot, and Gork. I got that correct?
Yep. Let me also change it so that you guys can always see their names when you hover over them.
I was just gonna ask if you could do that.
do we have the name of the ship captain who originally brought us to the prison? Because like, if we ever see him, it's just on site.
Captain name. Da, da, da,
Like in William's mind, it's save the girls, track down Captain Douchebag, make him pay.
The captain's name would have been Jamil.
Jamil, got it.
Alright, you guys should be able to hover over Gork, Masumi, and Clot now. Alright.
Oh,
Masumi will speak up. Well, Captain, if you want to take, or William, if you want to take the wheel, I'll help you with the navigation.
Oh yeah, I was just playing with it.
Or if this orcish fellow of yours is going to control the wheel, that works too.
I mean, just point me at something that needs some strength.
Alright, so
I'll direct you to the mast and be like, let out the mizzen mast. Give us some boon.
and quickly,
What does that mean exactly?
Claw ends up climbing up the ropes quite quickly. Oh, I guess I should follow. And Gork kind of tries to mirror him on the other side. And you guys are off into the misty sea.
Let out the topsail. Throw our drag line in the back so we know what direction the water's pulling us towards shore. Pull out the sextant. How much nautical knowledge should I admit to having?
You have quite a profound amount of nautical knowledge. Thank you, 23, or natural 20.
23 and me.
As you guys begin your trip, you're heading off. You've got a few days. During this time, I would say you could complete some downtime activities, though there are chances of encounters. There are 4 of you. There's roughly going to be 7 days at sea. If I could get everybody to just roll a d20. And then these guys are also going to roll a d20 each as well.
Public or private roll?
Public. Because right now, they're just numbers to you guys. Okay. I don't think A shows up on a d20.
Sorry, I had to step away for a moment.
No worries. Mike, if you wouldn't mind rolling a d20 to see how the days go as you guys travel along. You will be right now. This is just for me to kind of schedule out the days, and then perfect. And then you guys are able to do some downtime activities during those few days that you have traveling. Obviously, you're not able to find a lot of resources or shopping or anything to do since you're in the middle of the sea. But if there is something you would like to do as some sort of downtime activity, now is a great time to do it.
Do I have enough time to retrain out of a feat?
Possibly. What feat are we looking at?
I got Deceptive Worship with my background, but I don't actually need it or want it.
Ah, okay. I would say it depends on what you're wanting to retrain it into. Just because you are out at sea and there's not really anyone to retrain your feet into something specifically, possibly.
Yeah, fair enough.
Definitely possible if it's something that one of the party members already has, but
Okay.
or maybe it's something that your other new 3 companions have. So it depends on what it is.
Right. All right, then yeah, Mancini's just gonna learn something on the ship.
Okay. All right. So retraining, William.
I'd like to spend time training anybody who's interested on how to, navigate and operate a sailing ship.
All right. Working with.
In an academic sense, I am interested in learning these things.
All right. Alright. So that's what William's doing. Azan is learning about the ship. And is Ko doing anything?
Yeah, as I shared with you,
Oh,
I'm going to be re-channeling my gates
that's right.
to
You
be
did mention
fighting
that.
Earth instead.
Yep. Alright, perfect. In that
Which does
case,
mean that at the end of whatever time this takes, no longer supplies with food.
oh, that is good to know. Um, Azan, let's see here. Williams kind of set a DC. Well, alright, let's do this. I'm going to do this. William and Azan, as well as Gork, Masumi, and Claude. So, William, if you would go ahead and give yourself sailing as a trained lore. Azan, go ahead and put sailing down. Not quite yet trained. Um, let's see here. Languages, skills. I'm going to give sailing. Add. Modifier. Oh, well. That's navigation. That's what his is. Proficiency. There. Da, 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 da. We'll go there. That. Yeah, so Mancini, if you want to go ahead and update that, or what feat are you looking at switching to?
So I was wondering if instead of a feat, could I just get trained in intimidation, which I don't have right now? Because I kind of want to. Mancini's going to ask Masumi. He's kind of going to sidle up at one point. He's going to say like, "Pardon me, your companions are they're terrifying, but in a very direct way. I much prefer. You seem to have this more leaf, just sense of being dangerous that I just badly need to learn." And he just sort of looks bashful at the end there.
Oh, I'm. Hmm. Okay, go ahead and I want to see how this plays out. Go ahead and start with a. Oh gosh, I'm thinking 5e still. Diplomacy check, if you would, please.
Diplomacy check. Oh, I don't know if it added my +1 for my.
Regalia.
Oh yeah, it's got my
Yep.
+1 for regalia.
Masumi looks down. You look so pitiful. You need to be more aggressive, assertive. We can fix that.
He's gonna whip out his dueling pistol and go, "Does the gun help?"
The voice does not.
If it is
First, start by barking the order out to Clot. Tell him to loosen the sail.
He's gonna stand up and like kind of climb up on the railing and go, "Claude, loosen the sail!"
As you see Clot look down from a little basket up on the top of the mast. You're an idiot! It's already loose.
I'm gonna turn to
Oh,
the
that
system
felt
and
like
go,
a
"Well, it's
setup.
already loose." Oh no, it's gonna turn to Masumi. He's gonna go, "Done and done."
This will be arduous. Alright, so you can go ahead and take your training into intimidation. Ko, you're going to work on your other, or your change of skill or feat there, or yeah. Gork and Clot, taking care of them. Oh, I need to take care of the other stuff before I get too far ahead of myself. We're gonna go there, and we're gonna go with Gork now. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. So the first 3 days of your trip, it's relatively fine. Though the third day, you see dark clouds start to be rolling over those mountains right alongside you as you begin to pass the. Now I gotta remember the world map. As you be. Oh, I don't have the name on here. Well, that's not smart. Oh wow, and it's been so long since I've done anything with them. Oh, I don't have anything for it. But I'm pretty sure it's the Grey Rise. Yeah. So as you guys begin passing the Grey Rise, where it meets the ocean or the sea, the dark clouds start to hover overhead on the third day. The waves start to get a little more choppy. It definitely is not as enjoyable as the first 2 days has been, but it's the fourth day that's the issue. When the rains start heavily pouring down upon you guys, the waves start shaking really violently, and the lightning starts to strike. I am going to need some checks to help take care of the ship as you guys navigate through this storm that's abroad, or brewing.
Okay, we got this. I'm reviewing 3 days of vigorously taking notes.
Masumi is going to go ahead and start by trying to help keep the ship going in the correct direction. Oh, shish. Well, Masumi's going to at least keep you guys pointed in the right direction. Who said cats don't like water?
Well, if anything, Masumi could just be more adverse to it by not wanting to get wet.
Kind of what I was thinking.
Right?
Skilled sailing means getting the least wet.
How much actual sailing knowledge is going to play a factor into our rolls? Can I roll sailing lore for anything I'm doing?
Yeah, you're welcome to.
I want to take down the mainsails and go to top sails only. That way, there's not going to be as much wind pressure on our mast, so we don't have to risk that snapping. Lash everything down, and if it gets really bad, we can be ready to drop anchor if nobody else opposes.
Okay.
I'm just here to provide muscle, so I will do whatever you say.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume all of that is legit. It's legit.
Yeah, Mancini just talks real well. That all sounds great.
Alright, so William has come up with the strategy. Now to deploy the strategy and control the wheel of the ship. So who's barking out the orders?
I'd probably be the one barking out the orders because I'm the one that knows them.
Okay. So Clot and Gork here will go ahead and do their best to go up and tie things off. Uh-oh. Oh, there. Alright, here we go. As you guys watch, it looks like Kalat and Gork are not having an easy time taking care of these sails, as they are barely hanging on at points. Nathan emerging from the underside of the from below the deck, apparently feeling a little bit better, but somehow with all this nasty storm.
Hey, welcome.
Quick, Nathan, tie up the mast and secure our rigging.
That
Alright, just to catch Julian up a little bit. So you guys have left your little jail and are on your way to the Mallhaven city in Dirtcross. As you guys are passing the Grey Rise Mountains, you guys have hit a nasty storm, and it is shaking the ship about. So, time to tie some things down, get everyone into position, and see how you guys ride out the storm.
Yeah, I'm gonna assist with this latch things down part. It sounds pretty approachable as a task.
Okay. Jumping down to help out, why don't I go ahead and get some thievery checks to tie things up? There's no reason to keep that private. That's a great roll. The ship's going down at this rate.
I'm very proud.
You do have hero points, so.
Thank you. I remain very proud.
It's better.
Ko, you said you were manning the wheel and keeping it going in the right direction. If I can
and
go,
provide you whatever strength checks I can.
all right. I need an athletics check to maintain that wheel.
Ew, what is happening?
Huh.
Not better.
Wow.
I
Okay,
avoid about.
We're really good at swimming, right? We're decent.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Mancini, what are we looking at with you?
You're wrecking this boat so hard.
He is not. He's not very physical at all. He's used to talking his way out of having to do any hard work. So I'm not entirely sure what he's doing on the ship right now. Actually, because he needs to be practicing for like, Masumi said that his voice is the weak link there with being intimidating. Can he just be taking whatever William says as the orders and just trying to bellow them out as loud as he can?
Go for it. Go with an intimidation check. And you know
All
what?
right.
If you roll over 20, I will give everyone a chance to re-roll their rolls.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
sweet. I
No
like
pressure.
that. All right. Just to note, I changed up my feat to skill training for my
Oh, okay.
background feat,
Yep, works for me.
selecting intimidation. So that will go well. Can I do it?
21.
Yeah, I did it.
All right, so
Oh
Ko,
yeah.
Azan, if I can get those rolls redone, Clot and Gork are also going to re-roll. Oh, that is so much better for Gork. Hey, there we go, Clot. Theory check much better. Hey, there we go.
Guess
With-
that's what we
Oh,
needed.
yeah.
With
Need somebody to
Mancini
yell at us.
coming into his own, bellowing
There you
out
go.
the orders after William. Everyone quickly is able to regain focus, snap to attention, and get to their tasks. How is Nathan doing after being a little seasick? Alright, I can't hear you, Julian. Can anybody else hear Julian?
Nope.
Okay.
Not at the moment, no.
You banned it. So rude, Joe.
Let's see. All right. Well, while Julian's working on that, the group of you quickly get the ship tied up. No loose ends. You get everyone safely secured. As your ship just continually is battered by the sea. Eventually, you find yourselves getting through most of the storm. There's still a little bit of trickling of rain as it continues to pour onwards, but for the most part, you have survived through it. Let's go down there. As the clouds give way, you see the stars as you travel through the night a little further on, enjoying some more calm waves. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, everybody should be good. Everybody should be at full health, I believe. Yep, everyone is good. As you guys begin to traverse about for the next day, you see something, or yeah, we'll just flip a coin. Oh, I don't remember coin. Odd even. Let's do that. Even. As you guys are just finishing up your traveling for one day, you see call out for shipwreck up ahead.
Interesting.
As he points towards the land that is to the south of you guys. I want to say starboard side, but that could also be wrong.
To the right of us,
Yes.
then that is starboard. Port is left, and left has 4 letters as well as port.
Yeah, that's how I learned it too.
Gotta love the Navy.
Alright. Perfect. Awesome.
Wait, they teach you things in the Navy? That's weird. Ruined the illusion. I thought you were just really smart.
As they call out that there's a shipwreck to the starboard side. It is it's about midday at this point on your 4th day of travel.
Obviously, we're checking that out, right?
Oh, for sure. I actually think we should be cautious because the ship could have run aground, so we should probably give it a wider berth. and send out like a rowboat to shore.
Does it look like a recent shipwreck?
Oh, what was that, Mike?
Oh, does it look recent?
Um, that one. Go ahead and roll a perception check on. Looking at it, you can only see half the ship. It looks like it's probably relatively old, actually, but not like terribly old.
Interest is still peaked. If we have a rowboat available, then I'm here to go investigate the wreck. Ideally, I would not be going alone. Like at least like one of our recruits can come with me.
I mean, we go with you on your tank, bro.
I'm tempted to stay with the ship to make sure that we don't lose another one.
That's probably really smart.
Splitting the party? Okay.
It's worked out so well so far.
You guess it would be unfortunate if we left only the released criminals on our tiny ship and then we no longer had that in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't seem bright.
Sean would never do that to
He literally dropped us off at a prison.
that is their sarcasm in voice. I apologize. I need to work on that.
I can't overstate how genuinely deceived I felt by that. Like betrayal.
I was honestly
Sounds like
surprised
a
at how
nightmare
well it
coming
worked. All right. All right. So who is going ashore and who is staying behind?
I will go ashore with.
All right. Ko's going ashore.
I'm gonna stay behind with the ship
Okay.
and be ready to fight the prisoners in case they try to overtake me and take the ship.
We have this awesome intimidating guy that should be able to come in line. Yeah.
Yeah, Mancini's gonna come to shore as well, I think.
Okay. So I've got
Get
Ko,
fucked, William.
Oh,
Mancini.
sorry. Did you say I was gonna stay back?
No, I
it's all
said
good.
I
I'll stay
think we
behind.
have this wonderful, intimidating guy that could probably help you keep him in check. And you're like, and I'm gonna go ashore.
Oh shit, sorry.
No, it's just funny. It was perfect.
I didn't realize you were talking about me. That's why. I was trying to decide whether I wanted to stay back or if I wanted to go to shore. I was trying to see what he's motivated by like what he could find. So I was wrestling with that, whether he should stay back because, they're presumably convicted felons.
Well, I think they were awaiting trial.
Soon to be convicted then. Let's be real. We would have been convicted. We're a bunch of fucking murder hobos.
We were
Trying to try and talk
guilty.
us out of that.
And then Azan, what are we doing? Going ashore, staying behind.
I'm very interested in going ashore, checking this whole thing out. You never know what you might find in these weird, creepy places.
So if that's the case, if Azan and was it Azan, Nate, and
It is Azan, Nate, and Ko.
okay, that's
You
fine.
can go.
And did you want
I
to
have
take
a-
any of your crew members with you? You've got
Should
Clark,
totally
Gork, and
take one with
Masumi.
us.
I could probably handle 2-on-1 if you guys want to take one of them. Just throwing it out there.
I agree. Sheep and wolves puzzles say that we should split them up a little bit. I say we take Gork the kobold.
They look spicy.
I think that we should probably outnumber them in both teams.
Yeah.
Then take the goblin because his fire magic could be problematic for our wooden boat.
That's a very good point.
Cool.
All right.
For ship.
So 5 going ashore, 3 staying behind. Okay. Well, let's do this. Bring you guys on over. Oh no, nobody can see because there's no tokens. Alright, there we go. Tokens.
Woo.
William and Nathan, you guys get to just stay up here. But you guys get to see. Da-da. Because you guys are out
Okay.
at sea, you get to see.
I guess I'd like to go for tracks and such, see if there's any survivors.
Alright, go ahead and roll your oh wait, let's do this. Let's go with this little handy little thing. Request some activities.
Would it be tracking, search?
If there's not a tracking one, then yes, search.
There is a tracking one, but I'm thinking that if I haven't found it should probably be search.
Yeah, probably would be at this point. Ko's gonna search around, looking for tracks. Azan is looking for... Oh, do you have detect magic?
I do, actually.
Okay. And then Mancini, what would you like to do?
Search, I think.
Okay, also searching. If I can get a check from you, then Azan. Yeah, that one threw me off. I was not expecting the... I've got magic.
I mean, I don't have a lot.
Right?
Is this just a perception check?
Yes, it is a perception check for you, Mancini. Oh, that should go.
Or public?
Private. Okay. Well then. And then Azan. Yeah, for detect magic, there's not really much of anything for that one. Unless there's something that has magical stuffs in the area. Let's see here. Ko, as you're looking about, you do not see any signs of any individuals. If there were any that survived or that came and stopped around here, it's all been washed away by the sea.
Dude.
Mancini, as you're looking about, you notice that there are some interesting tracks in the area. They're kind of unusual and quite rare, as they're quite tiny.
Ooh. He's gonna yell out to everyone that he found some tracks leading away from, like from the shore or from the ship.
Between the rowboat area and further inland. So, over in this vicinity. Let's see here, drawing tool. Ha ha ha. I can draw a circle. So, kind of in this area. And the directions would kind of be. Oh, don't move it. I want the circle to stay there. Kind of that directionally.
He's gonna say, "Well, it looks like whoever survived went this way."
And Azan, with your detect magic, as you guys are kind of in that area, you notice that there is some sort of magic within that area, even.
Of the rowboat and the circle.
Yep. Okay. Right in that kind of area, you've kind of pick up some sort. There's some sort of magic happening.
Well, hold up, guys. I sense something. I don't know what, but there's something going on here. To investigate further.
It's totally specific.
So Azan, if you wouldn't mind going ahead and rolling a perception check, then blindly. You begin to look about, and every now and then you think you catch a gleam of something, but when you turn back to focus on it, it's not there. You'll notice that Gork is trying to stand in the water and stab something, whereas Clot is kind of leaning up against the big ship
Are you gonna eat it?
with something.
Eat it if you want. I'll pick something up.
Clot is kind of poking at or pulling out a cork on one of his bottles, and he's got many around his waist.
What you doing with the bottles?
Trying to decide. Do I want to throw one or do I want to drink one?
Well, don't burn anything down until we've at least had a chance to look and see if there's anything in there.
That's fair. Got to have a way to pay for things, after all.
Well, we also have to have a way to pay the crew.
Exactly. But that doesn't mean I can't just throw it at rather mundane wood, now can't I?
As long as we're not going to burn down any treasure, you can throw it at whatever you want.
Perfect. Alright, notice, so Mancini, I would say that noticing these tracks that you found, they are way too small um, for like normal individuals who would like pilot a ship or captain a ship or work on a ship even.
Like child size?
Itty bitty
Or
tiny,
smaller?
almost like some sort of creature had just lightly walked on the sand.
Okay. Um, can I? Well, now I need to see if my esoteric lore can creatures of any type. Can I recall knowledge
Yeah,
on that and see if I might know?
definitely. That is
Yeah.
definitely a time esoteric lore would apply.
Excellent.
Okay. You know that there are many different types of creatures that live on the coastlines. That seems, though, as if something may have come out of the jungle and was curious about what might have been around the ship. So it's possible that looking through some of the rubbish that you might find something.
All right.
Yeah, could I check out the larger vessel and see if I can ascertain what happened to it?
Yep. But real quickly, I'm going to jump back to the ship, as we've got Nathan and William on the ship with Masumi. So, splitting everybody up. Interesting decision.
Well, we just want to make sure that the ship doesn't drift off to sea, but we also don't want to send one person onto shore in case they get attacked.
And so it's a trust issue.
Question of that.
Yeah, we don't trust what's on the shore. That's why we wouldn't send one person alone.
I like you. No, I wouldn't to leave those two with me either. But thankfully for you, it would take the three of us, me and those two, quite a while to get this thing moving again. Takes quite a bit. So, if there's any way that we can help alleviate any of your concerns, I'm sure the other two would agree, but I for one would be happy to help release some of the tension.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm a man of the cloth.
You guys hear me?
Yay! Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah. Sorry. It's not a trust. It wasn't just a trust issue. It was like it's a boat on a random shore. If somebody found it, they could just take it and sail it off.
No worries. I'm sure we will be able to find a way to trust each other enough, seeing as how you've rescued us three. Now, we kind of do owe you a debt.
As soon as you assist us in catching up to those captives, we'll call it even.
I don't believe that is quite enough on our part. We will probably end up staying with you for a while. A 1 week trip definitely is not enough to repay you for freeing us from those cells. So, you should definitely be careful with your words around the other two. They might take advantage of it and be off on their merry way quite quickly.
Well,
Good idea. Indentured servants.
Oh, no, no, no. I did not say I was going to be a servant. I am happy to work for my own pay. But, seeing as you did release me from jail, I'm not saying it'll be a lot, but fair compensation.
well, I guess we'll see what we can do about that.
Works for me. Now, do you have the scope? I want to keep an eye out on your friends. See what they're doing over there at that wreck. As we'll jump back to the others and we'll see what they're doing. Azan, you were wanting to look at this big chest over here. I'm going to move you over there. Ko, Mancini, what are you guys up to while Azan heads over here to look at this chest?
I kind of want to keep an eye on this kobold friend circumspectly, since I'm not finding any tracks.
Let's see here. Yeah, we'll just see how this goes. Not having a great time fishing. That's unfortunate. But yep, he seems preoccupied with what's in the water as he keeps stabbing away. Mancini.
So I thought that was an attack roll to attack the tide
Right.
or something. Like I didn't realize he was fishing at all.
Yeah, he's stabbing down into the water, so it looks like he's trying to fish for something.
All right. Mancini's gonna look for. Just gonna dig around and see what he can find in any of the shipwreck.
Okay.
Or the by the rowboat area where you're seeing the tracks.
All right, perfect. There we go over in there.
Perfect.
And Ko, you're to keep an eye on them. All right. Azan, as you get over here to this chest, you notice that there are these like shiny red speckles, or not necessarily speckles, but little, almost like gems that are kind of dulled down, almost like sand has been rubbing off on them a lot in the sand in the area. All up in this chest and then around the crates as well. Not a lot of them, just a few.
I'd like to pick one up and examine it.
Okay. As you pick it up, let's do this. I need you. Nope, that one's not gonna be applicable. But this will be. Oh, I have to do it this way. Okay. As you feel some. Oh, I didn't want it to go that far. Private. I wish there was a way to. Did something pop out for you, Azan, saying, "Hey, roll a will saving throw"?
I very briefly saw something come up, yeah.
Oh, dang. Well, I don't want to click on it, but I want this. Oh well. We'll just have it revealed. Alright, if you can go ahead and click on that will saving throw as you feel something almost like tingle through your arm up into your mind.
Should this be public or not?
Public is fine, yes. With that, you take 2 points of mental damage as you feel that mental shock. And if I could get everyone to roll initiative. As this little bugger.
Everyone on the beach, right?
Yes, everyone on the beach.
Ow.
Actually, since you three are on the ship and Masumi's actually instructed you to keep an eye out, could I actually get you three to roll initiative as well? Let's see what we can do with this. I only have a few dice to roll. Well, apparently Masumi had the spyglass. Huh. That's a good thing to try and fix. guys rolled initiative. We can go ahead. Oh, I just need William's initiative. Thank you. Ooh. Alright, very quickly. Again. Get something a little more combat oriented. That should be a little bit more naval themed, so that should be great. Alright, very quickly, Masumi lets Nathan and William know, oh, looks like your friend took a nasty shock, and he'll hand over the spyglass to William.
So I guess it's an action to take the spyglass, an action to look and see what's going on.
Yep. Right now, it looks like Azan grabbed a hold of this little, almost like lizard thing.
Strange.
It's not within 60 feet though, right? I cannot needle darts it.
60 feet. No, definitely not within 60 feet. You guys would probably be closer to 120 because you didn't want the ship too close to the beach. So.
Very true. Do we have another rowboat?
Yes.
I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay.
I'll pass off the spyglass, and then that'll be my turn.
All right. Make the spyglass available to Nathan if you so choose on your turn. All right, Ko. Azan has kind of recoiled back a little bit from grabbing this little thing out of the sand.
The whole thing looks spicy.
It looks small and green. So I guess it could be a spicy pepper.
Is it like hissing at him?
Yes, it would be making a hissing sound.
Yeah. I will choose my element and give it to the blast fire. Oh, hot damn.
Okay. Let's see here. So that's a hero point, and it looks like for your feature.
Wild surge.
Well, and then normal damage again of. Oh, interesting. So you do your normal damage, and then you do an additional damage of one of these 4 types. Oh, and that is interesting.
That actually works as an elementalist dude.
Yeah.
So we'll do that.
Alright. So let's do this. Go ahead and roll that d4 on here first. Let's figure out what it's going to be. And then you can just roll the critical. Electricity. Very interesting. Yeah, go ahead and roll that critical damage. Alright, so it is split evenly. Oh, yeah, it would be split evenly. 4 fire and 4 electric. They will take all that damage. And they do not look to be in a great shape, as they are greatly injured at this point.
Gotta do a 2-action blast and try to hit him again.
Alright.
And miss.
Okay. That'll bring up this individual's turn. They are not in a good position. Oh yeah, that's right. Um, I forgot they have a reaction. So once you hit them, they're gonna do their reaction. As there's a colorful flash of light and the croaking sound. Go with that. Okay. And then I'm going to. So for its actions, it is now going to. Um, well, it's got one. It's going to cast a spell on Azan. As again, you feel that mental probing.
Rude.
Oh, it does have a will save at the very bottom there for you. Perfect. So don't get rid of that. Gotcha. Another failure. As you take another 2 points of mental damage. As that probing keeps happening, mentally stabbing you in the head. That'll be their turn. Alright, Mancini.
Can I roll recall knowledge to see what this creature is?
Yes, so if you would like to roll.
So I can roll esoteric for creatures, it says.
Yes, you could. Or you're welcome to roll Arcana or Nature.
Esoteric for sure, because it's way better.
All right. Um, and now I have to remember recall knowledge. All right, let's see here. I'm just going to pop this out so I have it out here. Basic. The follows. Okay, that's what I needed. Was success chart. 17. Okay. Um. So you would know that from what you've seen with that little poof and the sound of the croak, um, that these individuals are carbuncles. They are a type of lizard beast. They're actually very rare. And while their little red horns might look special and unique, it's almost like fingernails for them. And where it's just, it'll grow, it'll fall off, and it'll regrow. But one key thing to note is one of their abilities, which if they feel threatened or get hurt, they will leave behind like this shell of a corpse and teleport to another position. And the light and the croaking is kind of a distraction to keep people focused on the thing that they left behind.
Okay, Mancini, given that it's rare and Mancini knows what it is, he's kind of going to run over for his second action, he's gonna run over closer to it. He's gonna try and stop Azan from doing anything, and just yell like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's we could sell this when we get into a port or something, and it's small and it's fairly cute and it's really like it's not isn't really hurting you that bad, and I want to try and make an impression on the carbuncle and see if I can get it to stop attacking us,
Okay. Go
or
for
whatever to get it to stop attacking."
Based off of what it is, go ahead and roll a nature check for me.
Not gonna be gross.
Okay. It doesn't seem to show any sort of reaction.
Okay. Well, that's my turn then.
Alright, bringing us over to Nathan, as you are on the ship, and the spyglass is held out for you to take and look if you so choose.
So I'm looking through the spyglass, like, I don't know, they're doing psychic damage, so it's not like super visible, right?
Yeah, it's not really super visible to what Azan is taking, but you did see Ko fire off 2 blasts of energy. And one of them was quite interesting because, I mean, you've seen him practicing the fire, but it was crackly with lightning on it.
Oh, that's cool. How 120 feet isn't far, but over the ocean, it might be a little too loud. Like, if I shouted, could they hear me?
There's a chance.
I'm gonna shout, "Are you guys okay? Do you need some help?"
Go ahead and just roll me. Let's go ahead and go with a charisma check, just a straight charisma. I think you should be able to do that from your character page. Oh, it doesn't look like it. So if
no,
you
you
just
can. You just
D20
go
plus
to
that
the-
modifier.
Oh, you're right. It could be I swear it was interactable prior.
Right? $19. Very good. I would say, Ko, you're definitely able to hear it, just faintly, though Azan and Mancini, probably not.
Okay, I guess I will continue observing from the spyglass and then pass it back to William. It's like, William, what do you think? Should we drive the boat over in that direction?
Can I? Yeah, we should just make sure that the water's safe for us to get the ship closer to shore.
Should be fine, right? I mean, it's not rocky; it's sandy.
Your companion, Masumi, looks at you. I just telling you that with 3 individuals it would be quite difficult to move the ship. And yet, you want to turn it and bring it closer to shore.
Well, I mean, the friends over there are fighting for their lives. We shouldn't just let them go.
We can
Oh,
get in the rowboat.
uh,
The anchor's down.
maybe we should do that.
Sure, we can all go. We'll be able to see anybody that's rowing out towards our ship.
As you see another creature rise up out of the sand, shifting, wiggling its head out, lets out a croak, and then jumps quite high and far away. Oh, wrong tool. As it is going to move with a loud plop. And then it looks like it starts to crawl. at a decent speed. Oh, nope, not that fast actually. Right there. Then this fella here is also going to do the same thing. Let out a loud croak, a big old jump. Let's get her away a little bit further. Gork here. He would have heard Nathan, yeah, and he will go ahead and try and yell back. Let me see, where's his where's his skills? There it is. Haha. No. It looks like he's gesturing wildly at you guys out at the ship. Ko, you can hear him cursing away at how he can't catch a stupid fish. He seems completely oblivious to the fact that Azan got bit by something, or something happened over there.
Okay.
Alright, Azan.
Good to know. I would like to respond to, oh, you're not that roughed up. It's stabbing me in the brain, like a little bit. Which I don't find to be very kosher. I'm going to reflexively drop into mountain stance while I'm clutching my recently psychically stabbed brain. Attempt to flurry of blows, double kick the one in front of me.
Okay.
Capture one of the other ones.
So go ahead and make your first strike. Oh boy. And this is bludgeoning. The target is fatigued. As you strike into it, it just disintegrates.
Well, yeah, I feel a lot better about that than, sentient murder.
As you hear a loud croak from on the rowboat that's marooned behind you guys.
That's right. And you said I saw these lights like all around the vicinity.
You saw a few of those red little gem-like things, though two of them went hopping away. One of them was there was another. One of the ones this one up here was also in the same chest as the other one, and there is still another one in that chest that you see.
Okay. I don't know if it'll be very helpful, but in character, I'm not really sure what's happening yet. It's been 6 seconds, so I'm just gonna also third action reflexively raise my skill.
Okay. Were you raising something?
Oh, did I not raise my shield?
Yeah, I didn't see it come across. So there we go. Alright. This guy here. Oh. It is going to focus on Mancini. Its eyes just looking in different directions before focusing on you. As we are going to go with this. I need a will save, if you wouldn't mind, please. Oh, interesting. As you look at these eyes, you get a sensation that actually seems to. You need to have token select. Okay, token selected. You almost feel bolstered in a way. You get a +1 status bonus to your will saves for the next hour. And
From the carbuncle?
yeah, from the carbuncle.
Okay.
Um. Yeah, it's going to stay there, and it's just going to keep eyeing you. Okay, that's going to bring us over to Clot. Clot here. Well, he said if it doesn't have treasure on it. Clot's going to throw. What do you mean that he only has a torch? He should not have just a torch. Inventory. He should definitely have. Oh, equipment. There we go. There we go. That looks better. Why does he? Oh gosh. Oh, and it's not giving me the attacks with it. Dang it. Oh, generate attack. There we go. He's gonna throw one of his alchemist fires. Oh. Okay. As that carbuncle will take a bit of fire damage as that corner of that rowboat starts to burn. Thankfully, it's not one of yours. And that'll take us over to. Oh, takes us back to the top. Masumi, look at you guys. Rowboat? So, William, Nathan, are you guys going with the rowboat or staying aboard the ship?
If Masumi's going, I'll go.
Yeah, same. I wasn't gonna leave Masumi. I'm not saying this out loud, but I'm not leaving Masumi here with the ship alone. But if she's coming, I'll go.
Well, it looks like she's not making a move towards the rowboat unless you guys decide that, yeah, you guys want to go to shore.
Yes, let's go ashore, Masumi.
Okay. Then Masumi will move to the rowboat, get it lowered down into the water, but is keeping it up against the ship, waiting for you two to join. Right, that'll bring us to William.
I'm going to get on the ship, or the boat.
All right. And I'm assuming you're gonna also spend the next 2 actions to be ready to, help row. The Banes.
Yeah, to row out to the shore.
Okay. Perfect. All right. With that, should bring us over to Ko.
You don't have anything to fight, correct?
There are these lizard-like things that are hopping about. You've seen 2 hop away.
We're not fighting this from Mancini said.
If that's your choice.
Okay. Then I guess I will power down my aura since we're not going to fight him. And wait. I guess I'll move my turn, or how do you put that?
Oh, delay.
Yeah, delay until.
Is it an action to disable your aura?
Let me find out.
Okay.
I don't have an action to dismiss it.
Okay.
And channel elements says knocked out, use your impulse of flow trade, or if you dismiss it, or it doesn't give me an action cost for it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll wait till after Gork.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, that'll bring us over to the Mancini. The great Mancini.
Okay, so I did not do great with a nature check to try and to handle the animal, I guess.
Maybe.
Can we just what can I do to try and catch it?
You can try to grapple it. In this case, that would be athletics versus its fortitude save. You should have an action on your character sheet.
For grapple, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, so if you scroll down, there's a skill action, and it should go alphabetically. If you click on the athletics underneath grapple and have the carbuncle targeted, it should do everything properly.
All right. I was just reading exploit vulnerability, and it says that I can. It applies to unarmed strikes. Would that apply to a grapple? Because I have really bad athletics.
I know you do, and I would say yes.
Okay, then I'm going to exploit vulnerability first.
Okay.
So I have to do a recall knowledge check.
Alright.
Esoteric lore check. Right?
Yep, esoteric lore check against the standard DC for its level, so it's not against the creature or anything. And you guys are
What's the shortcut to roll? Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
What's the shortcut to roll a private roll?
Control.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. All right, perfect. All right. Oh, no, don't want to do that. I want to minimize this. And creature, tell me something about you. You would know that these creatures in particular are very slow. They have a terrible reflex, and one of the although their horn seems to be of that fingernail-like material, and it just regrows if it's broken or lost or comes off, a lot of people believe that they hold medicinal purposes.
Right. Okay. So there'd be a market for them.
Yep, there would be.
Great. Okay. Was that a?
So that was a
what was that on
success.
a success? Excellent. Do I know if it has a weakness?
There is no weakness that you are aware of.
No weakness.
Hmm.
Okay. Then I guess I just have the personal antithesis,
Yes.
so I get a +2.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
So
Then
change that
grapple check.
-1 to a +1.
I do this. Is it gonna roll? It is gonna roll. Sure.
It should
That
actually
was
be a 16 because it didn't.
should be a 7. Should be a 17, right?
Well,
I
it's
didn't add that +2.
yeah, and the interesting thing is like it was supposed to be a -1, but I'm not seeing the -1 applied either.
Oh yeah, that strength is +0.
Yeah, you got a strength +0, but for some reason athletics is a -1. But when you go to your
It should be.
yeah, when you go to your proficiencies, athletics is a minus. Oh, because of armor. Interesting.
My strength should be a -1. I think I only had an 8 strength.
Showing your strength at 10. Interesting.
Yeah, that's weird.
But anyways, it's supposed to be a success, so it is grappled. The DC was a 16, so your esoteric lore check right before was the key on it.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna end my turn there then. If
Okay.
I've got it caught.
Alright, that'll bring us over to Nathan. Nathan, William, and Masumi have jumped into the rowboat and are waiting for you.
Hop in the boat, join them, and then we row to shore.
Yep. If I can go ahead and get an athletics check from both you and William. And Masumi spent all 3 actions to get that rowboat down as well, so.
That's gonna be hero.
Oh wow, that one definitely changed it. Okay. Hey. As you guys quickly start rowing in, you guys are able to gain about 20 feet. So you got another 100 feet to be kind of in the center of that circle with the rowboat. So that'd be right over in here. I want to see here. If I said 100 feet. Okay, so another 10 feet from there is where you're at. Okay. So picture-wise, you would be 10 feet off of the picture is where you kind of would be right now. Okay. That's gonna.
I'm gonna shout, "We're coming!"
This thing is going to just slowly start crawling away. This one is again going to jump really high and really far, and then is going to move as far as it can. Gork, catch a fish, please. Hell yeah. Somehow he speared this colossal fish and is holding it up above his head. And it doesn't look like he should be able to hold this thing up above himself. It's almost as big as himself. All right,
Question his priorities, but I respect that he accomplished it.
Alright, Ko.
So what are we doing, guys?
I've got dinner. No more of your silly berries.
That's good because I don't have any more.
Okay.
We'll move over here. So, guys,
I think Mancini wants to keep it.
We can sell these toenail-looking things off the top of his head to markets.
okay.
I mean, do you know how to take care of that thing?
I have no idea what I'm doing. How hard could it be, though?
Have we searched the wreckage over here?
You haven't done too much of a detailed search.
I'd like to do a detailed search.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and end the encounter because you guys are pretty much out of combat situations here. You guys make it to shore as Gork is happily gutting and cleaning his fish like a good fisherman. As now Clot is happily enjoying a bottle that he is drinking. But yes, if I can go ahead and get a search or a perception check from you as you investigate this area. Nathan, William, as you guys come ashore with Masumi, what would you guys like to do?
Looking around, seeing that the fight's essentially over, it's like, maybe this was a mistake. Sorry, should we head back to the ship?
Wave and be like, hey guys, we saw you getting your butts kicked through the spyglass, so we came over here.
Oops,
But
butts were kicked.
I guess it must have been a smudge.
Thank you for caring.
Yeah, Asm's just going to be rubbing his head and point out that Mancini has adopted a pet.
Yeah, Mancini's gonna just proudly hold it up and say, "We didn't get our asses kicked. We got a pet. We got a mascot."
He wants to sell it.
We got a lucrative new income source.
It can shock your brain.
Well, that's quite an electric result.
If I don't find anything to my search, I'm gonna take some time to craft him a little cage for his new pet.
Okay. As you were looking about, you do happen to find another little red thing in the sand. Tucked in between a few chests. Down here.
What is this red thing?
It's another one!
Lovely.
Oh my god, is it really?
Genie! Can't you, like, tell it to chill out or something? A skill.
I don't know. Can I tell it to chill out or something? And I'm going to turn to it. What would I roll for that? Is that still a nature check?
Yeah.
Command an animal. It's nature.
Yeah, it's command an animal, basically. Here's the dead one on the boat, or the rowboat. It's kind of a toasty.
Oh, it killed it? Oops.
No, not you. Clot cooked it.
Oh. I will try to tell...
So Mancini, if I can get that nature check from you.
Absolutely.
As this one just barely pokes its head up out of the sand and again just eyes you like the other one has.
If it's not attacking us, I'm not going to be too fussed.
Somebody mentioned he is confident these are actually valuable, right?
Oh, he is like 100% convinced.
You know what these are, right?
Yeah, these are carbuncles.
Never heard.
People like the little red toenail thing on their head. They ground it up and use it for medicinal purposes, and he's gonna make finger quotes.
And you wanna. That sounds kind of cruel, man.
Why? They
What
grow
if they like
naturally
that
and fall off.
little?
I'm not
Oh, they fall off. Okay, I guess that's not.
right. Sean, you said that they did, right?
Yeah,
Because I don't want to kill them for it.
yeah. It's almost like a lizard's tail, or certain lizard's tails where it'll fall off and it'll regrow. Same thing here.
I'm gonna try to make friends with this one.
All right, go for it. Nature check, if you would, please.
I want to be friends.
As it just, okay, as it just stares at you, I need a will save from you.
Bro, we're friends. We're both green.
As you kind of begin to feel compelled to spend a little bit of time doing pretty much harmless and pointless but embarrassing things.
Okay, down with this. I'll do cartwheels for it. It'll be fun. I'll flex out too because that seems embarrassing.
All right.
I could try and grab it. And the idea that now we're definitely not catching up to the snake, and we might have to actually purchase these daughters back.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should head back to the boat. I'm not really seeing anything else out here at the shipwreck. No supplies, no random treasure chests or anything. I will take some time to craft their cages.
All right. Sounds good. All right, go ahead and roll that crafting. All right, excellent. You're able to come up with 2 little cages that should do well enough job holding these 2 creatures in as you guys continue your voyage onwards. But yep. Now you guys have pet carbuncles.
All right.
All right, so back to the
So
ship.
you're gonna keep them.
Or back to the ship, looking for something else. Traveling by foot for a while. What are we doing?
I definitely
would
think we
these
should
be-
at least take one back to the ship. One of the rowboats, sorry.
I think we should take them both and continue the voyage.
Agreed.
Yeah, if we didn't find anything else, do these look like what the footprints were from?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, if there's nothing else, I agree.
Yeah, and now that you're closer to the shipwreck, it looks like it's been maybe a week, maybe a little longer. So, all right. Back on the ship you guys go. Back to the sailing onwards to Mallhaven. We're going to activate that, and I am going to award you guys your experience points for the encounter. Yeah, we'll just do it. Do that. And what do you know? You guys reach level 2. Yeah. But one thing we did say was that it would take a week of downtime to level up. Which means that you guys would have to spend another week of downtime. So, if only you guys had a new city to explore and do downtime activities in, like Mallhaven, which is where you guys arrive in a few days, and just in time, as that final day as you are pulling into port, the clouds are getting dark and heavy again, just like it was when you were passing the Grey Rise. It looks like a storm, a rather nasty one, is coming over the sea.
But then we learned how to actually use the boat.
Right? As you guys are pulling into Mallhaven, finding a dock, a harbor master comes up to your ship before any of you are able to lay foot onto the docks. As he looks up and calls out, "And who here owns this ship with no name on it?"
I'll push Mancini forward a little.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, Captain Mancini.
Very well, I suppose I am captain. You suppose? Mancini looks back at you guys. I've been voluntold. What's the
You
ship's
see,
name?
It's the Nameless.
The Nameless.
That's why you don't see a name on it, obviously.
Well, for not having the name painted on it, it's gonna be 5 gold.
You're joking, right? The name
Hey, like,
is
really?
painted on it.
And how long are you docking your ship?
That's a great question.
The length of our stay is indeterminate at this time.
Does it cost money the longer we stay?
Yes. Though, if you know how long you're going to stay, I can charge you accordingly. But if I don't know, then it's a per day rate. And trust me, you're better off paying either by week or by month.
Well, can we do a week with an option to extend mortgage? At the week's rate per diem, by any chance, my good man?
That works fine for us. So, per week, it's going to come out to 3 gold. So that is going to be 8 gold to dock your ship, the Nameless, here at our port.
Okay. Can we just commiserate a little bit? before we
Hang
come
on,
up to
sorry,
that?
I apologize, but I just got back. Was that 5 gold for a docking fee and then 3 gold a week? 3 gold a day?
5 gold for not having your name painted on your ship, and 3 gold for docking fee for each week.
Can I try and convince him to waive the whole not having a name on the ship thing?
And why should I waive it for you? I've got other individuals who think they could do the same.
Well, it's not that we meant to run without a name on it. We've just come into possession of the ship, and we've still been debating what the name is even going to be. We haven't had time. We haven't. It doesn't have a name yet.
Go ahead and make your diplomacy check. Oh. Ha!
Oh, wait a second.
Oh?
No, I'm sorry. Please resolve that first.
Okay. Because I was thinking you might be saying something that might contradict what I'm about to do, so. Ha! It's not like you got your ship out of a bottle. Come on. You're gonna cough up your 8 gold.
Would you believe that's
Totally
exactly
got it.
where we got our ship?
Bottle.
No! Very few people ever have those.
We got
Well,
it from
we
that
happen to-
the captain guy.
So, 8 gold.
Can I recall knowledge on the guy that gave us the boat? I
Sure.
can't remember the name again.
We had it at one point.
Jamil?
Jamil was not
Jamil.
the captain that directed you to the where the ship was.
Yeah, it's the prison warden, right?
Nope, not the prison warden either.
What
was-
was I rolled him. Remember?
It was an individual who was writing in some books.
Yeah.
Let's see here. If you want to roll that recall, oh, what would that be? A history check. Wait, do they have history in this? I would.
Where is it?
I think the
Society?
closest would be society.
Do it.
Okay, yeah.
Nice, okay.
The name you remember is Nilian.
Yeah, this Nilian guy over at the guard post in Ka Maluhia gave us his boat. He owns it.
Very nice, but it has no name. And you're the ones in possession of it. So,
Well, he said you're supposed to build him.
unfortunately, they don't work like that.
I'd like to
Mancini,
randomly.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, do we have anything to paint it with? Real quick, just slap a name on the side.
I could burn a name on the side real quick.
Yeah, how about we name it the bottle then?
It's very poetic.
I'm down for whatever gets us out of paying money we don't have.
Okay, then
I like-
I will.
I feel obligated to mention, I definitely have money though.
But why waste it? We don't have much.
Yeah, we
It's only
shouldn't need
25
to.
gold.
And a crap ton of weapons and other things. Oh, speaking of such, I need to do
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, I do see that stuff.
Let's see. How do you guys pop out the thing so you guys can try and identify items?
So the GM has to do that. So you click on the item and you should have like icons for it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you press the I, and then it'll give you skills to post in the chat for us
Ah.
to click and roll against. And then if we succeed, then you click identify.
Okay. So, everyone is welcome to roll that crafting check if they are trained. It'll tell me if you're not. Oop. Okay.
I clicked
And-
it before you said.
Ko, go ahead and do that. Or everyone who's trained, go ahead and do that. Nope, never mind. We got a success. We will identify the item. It is a battle loot. On that one, let's see here. Post. Oh, it looks like they're all going to be very similar. So if I can get crafting identification on that one. Alright, there we go. We got identification on that one. We have some knuckle dusters. On this little dagger thing. We have a success once more. Aha! Even a critical success.
Fair point.
Nope. Not a natural
Wait,
20.
so if these aren't even magical, why do they require identification?
I don't know why they're not. Yeah, those last two, I don't know why they weren't magical. But okay, and then this last one. Oh, there's two more. Perfect. There we go. And then this last one actually has a number of different options. So other people might be able to do it.
Oh, thanks for help on this.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like Monk's gonna be a very happy person. Oh, there's a shield and chainmail too.
Yep, I'm doing those ones next.
Like crap.
You guys are identifying these first day. Holy cow. Oh, jeez. Shield identified. And chainmail. Let's see. Oh, and then you guys have your treasures. Alright. Nathan, if you want to take a crack at that one.
Hold on, Monday. So, do we have to identify mundane stuff?
Normally it takes like 10 minutes to try and identify, and then the next day you can try again.
No, well, he was asking about mundane stuff that's not magical.
Oh, mundane and non-magical?
Yeah, because this says it's common chainmail.
Well, who knows? Maybe there would have been some magic on it. I don't know why it ended up getting put as
I was just
unidentified.
thinking
Let's see here. Yeah. Yep, I don't know why the chainmail ended up unidentified. And then treasure-wise, we have some items there as well. Let's see here. I'm only going to do one crafting success to identify all of these. Let's just get it done with. So Nathan, if you'll roll yours. Perfect. Alright. Oh wait. Nope, there aren't there.
Whoops.
Okay. Well, they're all identified.
Yep.
Which is helpful because now you kind of have an idea of their value and their worth. You guys have picked up quite a good amount.
Our monk friend needs to look at those dusters and that gauntlet. That looks sick for you, bro. And Nathan, there's a caster's charge.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of interesting items in there. So, it sounds like Ko is leaning over the side of the ship, burning into the side of the ship the name, controlling the flame so it doesn't burn the ship to bits.
Yeah, the telekinesis stuff. So
Well, I guess it's got a name now. The bottle. Better than the nameless. And with how some of the sailors are, quite fitting. So, 3 gold a week.
Yeah, we're doing the 1 week for now, right?
Yes. If the week is up and you're still here, I will need more payment. You find our office at that little hut over there. It'll either be myself or my nephew.
Well,
Oh,
thank you
and
very much, sir.
did we get his name? What is your name, sir?
I'm Harbor Master Galathar. Oh,
Well met, sir.
before I leave, what is your purpose of docking here today for the next week? Are we loading up merchandise? Are we here to sell goods? Traveling? It sure doesn't look like that kind of ship.
We're here to pick up some people to bring home.
Ah, slaves. Gotcha. Okay.
It's actually quite the opposite of slaves. We're trying to free people from unjust slavery.
I slightly forgot where we just landed our ship, actually.
Speaking of buying slaves, we were looking for specific stock. You don't happen to know where the snake offloaded their cargo, do you?
I am not supposed to disclose where ships dock or which ship is which. I mean, you could obviously go around, look at ships, but where they put their cargo, I cannot necessarily say. Though, if you are looking for slaves, there is the auction house, as he gives you directions over into a general area that seems quite open. There's not really much in terms of a building, but you do see that there's like a raised platform. So, usually they do their auctions twice a week. The last one was yesterday. Next one will be here in about 2 days.
Do you know where the slaves are kept before they're offered for sale?
Nope. Each individual person who has slaves that are being auctioned has them kept in their own different locations. So, depending on who owns the slave at the time before being auctioned, that'll be where you find them.
And you're sure there's nothing that you could tell us about where they may have, whoever owned the snake may have gone to, and he's just kind of gonna give him his equivalent of an eyebrow waggle at him.
Sorry. I can't really... I'm not supposed to disclose any information about any of that. Especially since, well, once I know what their business is and what they're doing, I have no more further need to keep record of anything else. It's up for the warehouses and all that good stuff.
It was worth a try. Thank you very much.
Yep. So, week's time. Let me actually get the calendar corrected because I haven't been updating it for this session. So we are a week further in. We are on the 7th of Arodus, which means on the 31st of Arodus you are supposed to start that quest for the druids. So keep that in mind. At this point it would be midday.
Did we pay him?
Oh, yep, payment. You guys got payment, right?
I have 5 copper to my name, so
Azan has all the
sell and
gold.
split.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that I recovered our gold that I consider stolen from the captain.
It's interesting.
Need someone
Forgot
to tell
to
me.
mention.
Forgot to mention.
Yeah, we were like escaping.
You're gonna split that up with us, right?
Of course, as soon as someone tells me how to do that.
I mean, you just tell so and so we're taking this much, and then delete it from yours, and they add it to theirs. Or you might be able to just, you know,
Like if I hit remove gold here, is it just me literally tossing it on the ground? Like,
So what I would, yeah, it would basically just remove it from your pockets. But actually, what I would do is, all right, gold. How much gold are you wanting to transfer over to the party loot?
I literally just grabbed the 25 that we paid to get on the boat. So
Okay.
5 for everyone.
Okay, so everyone gets 20. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, I would just subtract 20 from your inventory, and then everybody individually can add 5 to theirs. So that's going to be the easiest way to do it. So now everybody has 5 gold pieces. But of course, the harbor master does need his 3 gold for payment. And
You guys want to just take that out of that 25 before we divvy it back up?
Yep.
Just split up. We can just split up 22, and then that way we don't need to do the math twice.
Agreed.
all right, so everyone has 4. So everyone subtract 1, and then there's 2 in the party loot.
the party loot is what?
It's the stash.
Got it. No, I'm sorry. I was not understanding anything else. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I just figured that's a good place to just put it. It's neutral. If someone needs it in the party, then they can explain it to the group.
Done. I have 4 gold.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Perfect.
Good. Late market to find art.
All right. Disembarking, heading into the city. And it feels good to be home, back in the dry, arid city of Mallhaven. Let's go ahead and, well, we don't need Ka Maluhia information. We need general information about Mallhaven. So, Mallhaven is quite the vibrant city. It's actually it's more of a trading hub, or at least it started off that way, as it sits at the mouth of the Jade River, dumping into the Misty Sea. And here it's very much a cultural melting pot. You have all sorts of different cultures, tribes, all sorts of different beings coming together at this one location to do trades. Their structures, buildings, and whatnot are very unique in the sense that there's very little in terms of wood structures. Most of it is tents. There's some mud buildings. The very wealthy palaces that you can see around the city are very far and few between, and they are built up with mud bricks and have some large walls sometimes erected around them, but you see that within those spaces, you see lush trees growing up and out of them, whereas the rest of the area, it's dry for the most part, dusty, dirty. And so, coming into the rest of the city, making your way into the little slave trading area, you find it's not really too busy right now. There's not many people around, and for the most part, everyone keeps to themselves.
as we secure some lodgings.
Which good place in town that I would know of that's not going to be problematic?
Alright, looking for something small and out of the way. One of your best bets within Mallhaven is going to be a. Well, it's going to be one of our mud buildings. It's going to be, uh, unfortunately enough, it's got the name of the Dirty Water.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's dirty, it's dusty inside. It's not the cleanest place, and it's definitely not the Open Tree. But it's spacious enough. It has some natural light crackling through the roof. But it's plenty busy, and you're able to get food, drinks, and a place to rest. Food and drinks are relatively cheap, a whole meal costing you only 2 silver apiece. And rooms for a week, I'm assuming, are going to run you, your whole party, a total of a gold.
Did you say a gold singular?
A single gold for the whole week for stay.
Not bad.
And that's for the whole party, not individuals.
I can come out of stash.
Yeah, we immediately make use of it.
Right? With that, I'm assuming you're going to spend a few days to try and investigate and also to level up. So, if you guys are able to determine what kind of downtime activities you would like to take for your week of leveling up, or if you guys don't want to level up just yet, don't recommend, you guys are welcome to just push on with the adventure.
I mean, don't we kind of have to find the girls first?
Yeah, so I want to level up while I search specifically or investigate specifically about information about the snake and where those slaves were taken, where they would be auctioned off.
Okay. Well, you already got where the auction would happen.
Okay, so that's the only place.
Yes.
Could we get one of ourselves put in there as a double H to find out which slaves are Kommena's daughters? Because we don't have a picture of them or anything, do we?
No, you do not.
We know their names.
You guys left off without getting their names.
I'll assume they resemble their mother.
Yes.
And we could tell them Kommena sent us, and if they react to that strongly, then boom.
If they even know her name.
Well, okay.
Or
The daughters are old enough to work in the Open Tree Tavern, so they definitely would know their mom's
the
name.
slavers.
Oh, the slavers.
Yeah, the girls I would assume to know their name. I didn't realize we were talking to the slaves. I thought we were talking to the slave traders.
So.
Oh no, I just meant like if we can't find any other information, we could always go to the auction house and auction one of us off, or one of the crew that we don't like. Get extras.
Not very Christianly of you, sir.
Yeah, they're just starting to trust
That's
us.
not my religion. I'll do good by any means necessary.
What deity do you follow?
Shizuru. So, I just need to help those who can't help themselves, which would be the girls that got captured by slavers, the hardened criminals who are already in jail and then broke out of prison, yeah, they can help themselves, so I wouldn't feel bad about selling one of them.
Alright.
All right.
Mancini's definitely going to be against anybody being in slavery. He's morally opposed to the whole idea, so like he's not going to go along with the. He's just giving you a look as you're suggesting we sell some of our other crew members.
Well, how about this? How about you guys start off with talking with at the auction house, seeing what's going on there, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Sounds sensible.
Um,
Also, we got to be a gentle touch in this city.
You gotta be what?
I think we should apply a gentle touch in this new city where we are not yet wanted criminals.
That might be an assumption.
AKA, don't run around murdering people.
Oh, you don't want to be a murderer, but I got it. I said that from the beginning, but nobody listened to me. This guy over here just opens up, fires, shoots, fucking blows a guy's head off. Fucking first round. Jesus. Hi, Mancini.
Never handed that one down.
Nope.
That's also like it would have happened completely by accident. Mancini would have like won this pistol in a poker game and never used it before. He's just as horrified as anybody else that he shot somebody with it.
Blew out their neck.
Well, it's not like anyone got us a quick trip to prison by choosing a less than reputable sailor captain.
I would like to share my mental image of Mancini seeing like the first enemy he's killed be confirmed as super dead is great. Like
Alright,
I barely even know what's
He's absolutely horrified.
like as I see the scene play out in my head. Like I barely know what this guy looks like, but the look on his face in my head is great.
Alright, so acquiring your accommodations for the week, you guys are able to head over into the auction area. Quick question though, did you guys give your crew any sort of allowances or compensation to take care of themselves?
You have money now to do.
Bro.
What we had one gold left in the party stash, so we could split that up and give them all some copper.
3 silver?
3 silver
Or
apiece.
we could just like give them a gem and say, have at it.
Do we have gems?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
we've
gems.
got like 5 of them. Sell it, see what you can get.
Give them a gem each.
No, just 1 gem. You're crazy.
Just 1 gem. Alright,
Yeah,
roll.
it says it's for 25 gold.
Okay, or 25 gold?
Silver. 25 silver.
25 silver.
Oh, it's silver pieces. Never mind.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that's like, what?
2 gold and a half.
No, but for each
Yeah.
person, it's like 9, 8-ish silver.
Yeah, 8 silver roughly. So that's better.
Standard going rates are so.
Are they included in our 1 gold of staying at this place for the week?
No.
We need to pay another gold for that.
Maybe we shouldn't all stay here at all, actually. Maybe some of us should stay with the boat, at least when we're sleeping for the night. That way, they don't accidentally, on purpose, drive off with it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I can sleep on the
Yeah,
boat,
yeah.
that's fine. I'm on refuge. And water's probably a good place for me to be practicing on all my fire stuff anyways.
Okay, so we're giving them one gem to share and 25 silver each, and paying for a week of lodging for them.
Alright, so paying a gold for lodging. So there goes your 2 party gold. And then gave them one of the carnelians so that they can split the 25 silver amongst the 3 of them. Okay. That'll take care of them for the week. If you guys do ever need them, they are accessible and they can assist in however best they can. Alright. Talking to the auction house. Getting up there, looking around. There's not really anyone too present at the oh gosh, why can't I think right now? The platform. Nobody's really around it just because there's no auctions going on. There is kind of a small building off to the side though. And so, as you guys are able to make your way over to it, you do see it says auction registration. And it has a lot of other scripts underneath it, and those of you who speak multiple languages are able to pick out your other languages on that list, and it says the same thing.
You
Okay,
write this down.
registered.
You repeat yourself. I'm gonna put.
What was that, Aaron?
Could you repeat yourself? I'm gonna write this down in a notepad.
Oh, auction registration houses. And you see below it, there's tons of different scripts. And if you speak multiple languages, you notice that the different scripts are just different languages that say the same thing.
Lovely. Okay, so I don't need to write that down. Cool. So
Yeah,
we know
no.
where it's at. This is where they sell the slaves.
Yes, this is where they auction off the slaves. And so,
Does it look like there's anybody that works there around?
looking inside the window, yeah, it looks like somebody's inside.
We go report the illegal capture of some slaves.
Yeah, should we maybe go like find some authorities first?
I mean, talking to this person, from what I remember, slavery is legal, but only if it's willing.
Or if it's like financial, like debtor's prison kind of deal.
Yeah.
But
That-
would the person at the auction house care? I guess is my question.
And we
That
can
they've
find
done.
out.
Yeah, fair.
If they don't, then we have the authorities you're talking about.
Alright. I assume you enter.
Did you just say you're gonna knock them out if they don't?
No. I'm not
No.
looking to become an indebted slave, personally.
Okay.
I assume you guys enter, or do you knock? What is the process you guys are going through?
Is it like a
Knocking
public
would be
door?
appropriate.
Yep, it's a public facing
Or
door.
is it, but is it like an office or is it a?
Yes, it does
like
look to
somewhere the
be
public would have
a.
access?
It looks to be a small like office building, but it does look like it's for the public to come in, almost like a receiving office to take in reports or something like that.
Okay. Mancini's gonna walk in and he's gonna knock and walk and see somebody who's working there and just go, hello, is one of you an employee?
Hello! As this blue-skinned, pointy-eared goblinoid looks over the counter as her eyes are just this bright red looking at you with her razor-sharp teeth. And how may I help you this morning?
Yes, hello. We're in town to see if we can't find a pair of girls that were brought here to presumably be sold, but were taken against their will. It's certainly against their mother's wishes.
Okay. So you're looking for a pair of women. That is a broad description. Do you know when
Well,
they
they
were
would have
brought
come in.
in?
Would we have a pretty good estimate of that?
You know who brought them in?
Oh, you know who brought them in. For knowing when? Go ahead.
Like we'd have
I
a,
would say go ahead and roll your sailing lore. So if you have sailing lore, feel free to roll that. Um,
Was not me.
Azan, you do have it, but you're not trained in it. But you do have it. Okay.
Yeah, well, we'll give it a go.
Um, Azan, you would guess maybe yesterday, maybe late yesterday. Um, though William, not really knowing the details of the ship, but knowing that they got a full day ahead of you, they easily could have gotten here yesterday morning, like super early in the morning, or the day before at night. So it's very possible that they were able to get in for this last auction.
Cool.
Oh, so they might have been told already.
I'd like to ask how often these auctions happen.
Twice a week. We had one yesterday and another in 3 days. Now, you were looking for two women. Came
Sisters.
in about day and a half, 2 days ago. Uh, what was that?
Your sisters.
Sisters. Okay, so somewhat similar in appearance. Okay. And Breton by ship. Okay, must have been them. As she is quickly flipping through a few pages on her book on the counter. Those of you who are tall enough to see over the counter are able to see that this is a quite large book. Looks like I have a signature for two individuals who were brought in, told that they needed to be separated, and I do have that they were both sold.
They sold by crew members of the Snake.
I am not supposed to disclose who brought them in.
Well, that would tell you if that's the people we're looking for. So you don't have to tell us, but maybe it would help your search.
Well, I do have two individuals that were brought in together and told that they had to be separated.
Perhaps you could tell us who purchased them.
I really should not, though. It's against policy, and it is to protect the individuals who bought them. Or
But if they bought illegal slaves, wouldn't it be protecting them more to, you know?
do you have a missing persons poster or any of that sort of documentation?
This
Out
is
of
more of
character,
a
that's it.
favor for a friend situation.
That's always a
We
tough
didn't-
one.
We didn't have time to get a full report to the authorities and get a poster made up. We heard that our friend's daughters had gone missing, and we left. We immediately
The
began
authority-
after them.
The authorities didn't take it seriously. They just said they were a couple of floozies, and that's what happens with girls their age.
Oh, most unfortunate. Ah,
Ben.
So, I'm kind of lower than the desk, right? How tall are how tall is this person? Can they see me over the desk?
they were able to see you come in. If you stand right up against the desk, they would not be able to see you. They would just barely be able to see Mancini.
Okay. So like, so they can't see me, so I'm gonna motion to my taller companions, and like show them the universal sign of bribery. It's like you rubbed your fingers together. It's like,
On the one hand, I would consider that like indecent. On the other hand, we have money. I would like to perhaps add a push to this argument that we feel as though there were certain malefactors in the law enforcement of Ka Maluhia, and you know, if this were to be exposed, it could cause a scandal and a not a quite a downfall. The PR is bad for this establishment if they're associated with ill dealings. And also, we have money.
Think of the damage to the auction house's reputation. If you could buy
There
a
we
slave
go.
here, which you think perfectly reputably, and then wind up having them taken right back from you because they weren't legally made a slave in the first place.
And this is why we require documentation from their government that they were illegally obtained. Because otherwise,
don't
everybody
require
who comes in here will say they were forced into their own slavery when they entered onto their own will.
You don't make
What if-
anyone prove documentation that they were legally slaves?
We do.
What if you ask the slaves what their mother's name is, and if it's Kommena, then you know that they were the ones obtained illegally.
There you go.
We do not have any
Take that
slaves
one.
here, though. We do not keep them here. The people who have acquired them and are bringing them into the auction, those are the individuals who have them in their possession until the auction.
I have another question. How much were they purchased for?
That seems fair enough to answer. Let's see here. The first one. She was a little bit taller, so probably the older sister. She was purchased for 175 gold.
Yes, very reasonable, yes.
The younger one was noted to have a fairer face and some sort of sparkle to her. And apparently that sparkle was quite a bit of interest, as she went for 225 gold.
Let's write some shit down.
So,
Could you please give me that again so I can write this down?
the first one was a little bit taller. She sold for 175 gold, presumably the older sister. The other one, a little bit shorter, a fairer in face, but had a sparkle to her, went for 225 gold.
I'm sure we can raise that.
I have a question for you. What was their disposition at the time of sale?
Disposition?
The concerned, upset, frustrated, mad, crying.
Oh, they were in tears. But I will say that the households that did end up obtaining these individuals, they are very well reputed. They have a good reputation about them, and for the price they paid, of course they are. But they don't have anything to fear. They're going to a good place, each.
Cool. Mancini, could you come with me real quick?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
So we're gonna go outside, away from
Yep,
the
I figured.
lovely gentleman. And how good are you starting rumors?
I think he's just gonna rub his hands together and kind of have a hungry look in his eyes. He goes, I think I could maybe help a little with this.
I'm thinking if we start a rumor that two households purchased illegal slaves and they don't even know about it, and then give the description of the slaves that were purchased, we may be able to track them down.
I think that makes
People
sense.
like to talk, especially about drama.
Ooh, this is very true. All right, let's see what we can do.
Find a bar, start talking. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Can I use my lore to figure out what's a really good popular bar that maybe some more upstanding?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to
workers
use
with-
your local lore for this, as you would be able to advise, best advise Mancini where to start spreading the rumors.
Fair point, eh?
Yep, especially since we're near the end of session.
I know nothing.
Oh man, yeah, you were too busy working.
You know, I came up with the idea. That's good enough, right?
Yep.
Somebody else find the cool bar.
Um.
Probably any bar close to the auction house would do.
Yeah.
Well, you'd want people that, because they're supposedly reputable families, right? So if we went to like a dive bar, we're not gonna reach a target audience.
I agree with this reasoning. Very solid.
All right.
Makes sense.
Any more business with the individual here at the auction house?
Is there? Can we? So she was reading from a ledger, right?
Yes.
Can we ask for a tour of the facilities to see if anything might be left behind? To get her away from the ledger, so one of us might be able to look up a name of where they were sold.
I mean, I'm pretty fucking proud of that. Is it just a reading thing?
Yeah, you're welcome to try and convince her to show you around. But like so far what you've seen is that it is the stage, and then this little house hut thing, which is maybe a 10 by 10 room with one door and 3 windows.
So yeah, I'm just gonna ask. So, in preparation of the auction coming up, would you mind giving me a tour of the facilities? I want to see the stage and that little holding house over there with the windows.
Oh
I'm
no,
gonna
that's the
point at it.
office that they're in. You guys are in.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask for a tour of the stage and the grounds then.
Very well. As she'll stand up, close the ledger, and walk towards the window and start pointing at the stage. And she doesn't leave the room. She just starts pointing at the stage, starts pointing at where the crowd will be, starts explaining the process of getting a bid in.
Oh, am I the only one still in here? Okay.
So yeah, while that happens, I want to get close to her and just be looking really intently, just super engaged.
Alright, so Mike, for Azan, go ahead and roll your stealth, if you would, please. You can roll it publicly, because we will shame you if it's low.
Understood.
Oh, how terrible. You were able to get back around the desk quickly, quietly, and flip open the book to find that there are many, many pages in here. This thing is massive. Not only is it thick, but dimension-wise, it's just like, it's big.
She closed the book when she left.
Go ahead and roll a D100 to see how close you are to the page we are after. I'm actually going to roll myself, and let's go with this. Okay. All right. As you open it, you find that you're looking at a few weeks back. Quickly shuffle through, and you come across what looks like the last event. Quickly looking for similar descriptions to what you've seen already. William, will you go ahead and roll me a diplomacy check as you're trying to keep this individual distracted? Okay.
It's late. I'm gonna hero point that. I got 3.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ooh, can I aid on that? Or anything?
If you guys came back in, yeah. You're welcome to.
Oh yeah, we're still out.
Well, I mean, it's not like, oh, we went outside. Oh, we're outside now. The door's locked. No, you can come back inside and ask your questions as well. So, yep, go ahead and
Come
roll your
back in
diplomacy.
and get the tour. Have her start over because you missed it.
What did we? I guess when we came up with the plan to go find a bar, did we go? Mancini would have immediately just gone to find a bar because that sounds like a good idea, without really thinking that we had something else on the go.
Alright, well, that's fair as well. Alright, as you guys... As Azan is looking through this, he's found the 2 names on the page. As you're scrolling across... Hey! You're not supposed to be back there! Go ahead and roll me a perception check. As you quickly mentally capture the image of the 2 family crests that are rolled into wax next to the purchase amounts. As she quickly ushers you back away from the desk, closes the book. Alright, now, you should really be going. What you did was not good.
I'd like to apologize. I'm just really a fan of book bindings.
Be gone now. Next time I see you, you had better have bought a slave, or be a slave. And with that, we will go ahead and end tonight's session. For next week, I would go ahead and say, have your characters leveled up. We will start off with a week of downtime and resolving downtime activities. So go ahead and take a look at what those are. There are a lot of them with a lot of different options of what you can do. Kind of sounds like Mancini is already going to be on the way to spreading rumors, which is a downtime activity. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. some other
Wait,
things.
a week of downtime though? Like, the girls were just sold yesterday. Like, shouldn't we like pursue this now, while like they're relatively close?
That's your guys' choice. Do you want to spend the week of downtime, or do you want to pursue the girls?
Well, so if they've been sold, we have time. They've already been sold. So really, we need to gather information. We need to spread the rumors. So we're gonna have to take time, anyways. You get what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
So,
What do you think?
If that's what you guys want to do, it's fine. It's just, I mean, even if they were just sold though, you know what I mean? Like, if they're sold to someone who's then hopping on a caravan or hopping on a boat and traveling further away, like, information.
It made it sound like.
aren't gonna
Well, it
help.
made it sound like they got sold the reputable houses or well-known houses in the city.
Yeah, I think we can probably spend the first day or two just being like, okay, so who are these people?
Yeah, the whole point of the rumor is just to track them down, like where they're at. Because right now we don't know that, so that's my thought of it.
Uh, what exactly did we get from a secret book peeking?
you found out the two crests of the individuals who purchased the girls. So that could
Crests,
also help
noted.
identify.
Down as well.
So,
It's on. It's on, right?
yes.
Press. Put this in the. We have a journal thingy. You see journals. Do I
There,
put it there?
yep, you can put it in the quest journal with the information about rescuing Kommena's daughters. You guys should have. Oh wait, do you guys have edit permission to that? I don't think you do.
Nope.
Configure ownership, inherit, owner. There. Let's see here. Let's do this. I'm gonna do that. Let's do this real quick.
Got the notes in there.
Save. Alright, I'm gonna page. There's that. Close that. Close that. Alright, let's do this. Configure ownership. You guys are owners on that. I had to not have you guys on owners because I had some hidden stuff, and I noticed that if I have it as hidden, but you guys have ownership, you guys could still see it, which was kind of frustrating. Because, like, only the GM is supposed to be able to see that stuff, but no, it doesn't work that way. So,
Just so you're aware, nothing else popped up for me when I was in there. So
yeah, because I took, because the information I had was written in the side quests, and so I took it out of there and put it into a new journal that only I can access.
I know. I think some of us were new to Pathfinder, right?
Mm-hmm. Or newish.
Do you guys want help over the next week? Level up your character because I think we're doing fancy stuff. I don't remember.
Yes. So we are doing. Let's see here. Nope, that's not the house rules.
The free archetype. That's what it was.
Yeah, the free archetype. Oh, yep, and that comes into play here at second level.
Yeah, if you guys want help, let me know.
Yep. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Aaron's a great resource. I'm also available a lot of the time. because I absolutely hate playing with you guys and don't want you guys to have a good time. No, I've been having a
For
great
sure.
I've been having a great time playing with you guys. So I hope you guys have been also enjoying it. So
It's all right.
yeah, I figured. I mean, it's
I
homebrew
did
after all.
want to ask a question of the group since we're all here. And the DM bi-weekly, is that a choice of the group or the DM?
That is partially a choice of the GM because it gives me time to prep as it's a homebrew campaign.
Then I will not ask if we can put it more often.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely not tomorrow. I've got a lot of work to prepare for next session.
I mean, I was thinking more like switching to like weekly if everybody was able to do that.
Oh.
But if you have time, you need to know.
Yeah, no, not for me. So.
Very Sean. It's just kind of fun. So you figured it out. Put it out there.
Right. Yeah, and I don't mind you putting it out there because, I mean, unfortunately, though, I am the veto vote, and so.
How dare you enjoy more of it and ask for that?
I know, it's totally rude.